back with another lit live video, as we always are live. Shout out to my everyday people who've been rocking with me. Okay. Man, what in the Lord have mercy. Man, shout out to everybody who supports your boy, man. Um, we here. Thank you all for tuning in nightly. Okay, I want to continue this thing. Continue growing with me. As I get better, you get better. Now we got a heartfelt story tonight. A heartfelt story. So let's let's go. I guess we can go ahead and get into it. I don't know too much about the story. All I know is her husband is missing. So, you know, husband's missing. She gonna find him. Let's get into it.
Just want to spread the word and make everybody aware. If you
Your entire home.
My husband has been missing since June 19th from leaving Hygeia Healthcare in Middle River, Maryland. That's like basically Baltimore, close to Baltimore.
Hey, shout out to all the mods, man. Y'all make sure y'all say what's up to the mods when y'all see them pull up in here. We got Melissa and Joker TV pulling in every night, straight up everyday people. Okay, y'all give them a shout out, man, when y'all see them. Hit the like button, all right? Shout out to them.
And I'm just now suspecting that there could be some foul play. Something is off. Something is not right in this. If you could please listen, spread the word. If you see him, hear from him, please let me know. I have not seen or heard from my husband since I dropped him off at Hygeia on June 18th around 11:30 at night, and I was not properly notified that he was gone, that he left AMA. He does struggle with addiction, so this was his second time there at this facility within a week's time. The first time that he was there, they did follow protocol. When he wanted to leave AMA, I was called by his counselor. I had to try to get him to stay. I had to speak, so I spoke with him and the counselor, so I was aware fully. I'm also a nurse, so I know how this protocol and calling family, I know how all that goes. So they did that the first time that he was there. This what I'm speaking on is the second time that he was there. So I know that he is going to go through his withdrawals the first few days of him being there, so I know like I'm not going to get a phone call from him, so I just will call the nurse. So again, like I said, I dropped him off June 18th around 11:30. And on the 19th, I didn't hear anything at all. Okay, I'm like, I know he's sick, everything like that. I call on the 20th to check in on him. So I call the nurse, and the nurse tells me, oh, he left yesterday. I said, okay, so why wasn't I notified? Why did nobody call me? He was just here a week ago, and you guys called me when he was trying to leave. So I'm just a little confused, like, and it's just kind of like no really answer, like, oh, well, I think somebody tried to call you. Like I said, I'm a nurse. When I call a patient's family, and if I don't get them, I'm leaving them a voicemail. Hi, I have some information for you, regarding your family member, whatever it is. Please give me a call back. I have no missed call from them during the time that they said that he left, which is around 4:30 in the afternoon. No phone call from them, no voicemail from them, no nothing. So I'm just like, okay, so thank you for letting me know now, so at that point, I was about to be boarding a flight. So me and my husband share location. So I'm going and I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm going up, like, where the fuck is you at? Like, where the bleep are you at? Like, what is going on? Like, how did you leave the facility? And you didn't even call me. You didn't even let me know nothing. We share location. So his location pinged Now remember, this is the 20th that I'm finding all this out. So when I see his location, it says it's only showing me his last known location, which was 12 hours prior. And I will try to insert pictures, you know, as I edit the video, so you can see what I'm talking about. It says 12 hours ago, my husband's location is cut it out, is pinging in a
He
field.
hungry.
And so, you know, when you click on it, you can see the directions to there. Again, I was headed on a flight, so when I'm trying to text him and call him, my stuff is going straight to voicemail. My messages are not delivering. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you left. You really did leave. I see that you're not at Hygeia. Your location is not there. And you blocked me? Like, you blocked, like, are you with somebody? Like, are you, like, what is going on? I just don't know. Like, and I'm just like, wow, is he just this far in his addiction that he's just gone right now? Like, he has to go through what he's going through. And he basically is just like, and essentially, like, what I'm thinking is like, okay, so you just left and you doing what you want to do. I'm thinking you left because I'm seeing that your location is not there. So I'm thinking, okay, you have your phone. I'm thinking you have all of your items, because the last time that he left AMA, he did run to Baltimore, the streets of Baltimore, to do his thing for a few days. But he had all of his belongings. He had his phone, his keys, his wallet, his ID, his book bag with the clothes that once again, because I took him there the last time as well. Lost my train of thought. So now it's just a little weird to me that this time that he leaves, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he has his stuff. So I'm like, it pops up in a field. So I'm just thinking, okay, maybe it's a little bit off. It's showing me the address. You know, I screenshot everything. I screenshot where his pin location is at. I screenshot the directions. I screenshot the address. And I'm like, he doesn't even know anybody that I know of in, I think it's like Rosedale or something. I'm like, where is that even at? Like, I have no idea where that is even at. So I'm just like, okay, in my mind, we had this talk, and I'm just thinking like, well, he knew that this was like my third time trying to help with this, and I just cannot keep doing it. You know, we had the conversation, like, if you cannot get the help and stay and go through this program this time, I can't do it as in a relationship anymore. I just can't. Like, granted, we are married, so it's like, but again, these are outside conversations that we have had, so he knows, like, if you leave this time, that is essentially it for us. I could be your friend, I can try to help you here and there, but it's not going to be a marriage anymore. So I'm just thinking, like, at this point, I'm thinking, like, well, he didn't even wait 24 hours. He hasn't even been there for 24 hours. Like, you just made the decision, in my mind, just to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
So, hey,
she
like,
good for sticking
I
in
can't
this long.
force you to do anything. You know, I can't force you to, you have to want it and do it on your own. So at this point, all this time, I'm thinking that that's what's going on. He's running streets. He's doing what he want to do. He got his phone. If he wants or needs to call me, he can. The phone has never, I will call and I will text him throughout the time to try to see if I could get in contact with him. The phone will always keep going straight to voicemail. Like, it has never, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe the phone died. He's out there. Or at the one point, I'm thinking maybe he sold the phone, because why? The phone is just, you know, before, when he was running the streets, he would pay the lady $1 at the gas station or at the corner store to charge his stuff. So I'm like, it's just, okay. That's what I'm like, maybe he sold it for some money for his habit. It's crazy. So I go out there here and there looking for him, can't find him. His friends go out there looking for him. Nobody has heard from him. Some of them told his friend, when he went to go look for him out on Monroe and Wilkins, that they seen him the night prior, but we have never seen him. We have never heard from him since he left. I have not heard from him or seen my husband since I dropped him off at Hygeia on June 18th around 11:30 at night. So again, fast forward to July 15th, I'm sorry. So we're basically a month later. So this was 2 days ago. I get a phone call, and it's from Hygeia, and I'm like, I wonder what they could be calling me for. Like, I'm thinking like, hopefully they're saying like he came back or something. So I get a call as the nurse, and she's like, is this his wife, X, Y, Z? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, I found some of his belongings here. Would you like to come pick him up? I'm like, what? What belongings? Like, what did he leave there? And she's like, it's his phone and his wallet, his ID, his credit cards. I'm like, antennas are automatically going up, because I'm like, why would he leave his phone? Why would he leave his ID and any means of money that he had? Because he didn't have any cash on him going in there. So I'm like, okay, that makes all sense. But I'm like, I'm on my way to work. So I'm like, I'm on my way to work. I will have to come and pick it up tomorrow. So I call back on my way to work, because I'm like, something is just not making no sense to me. Why would he leave his phone and his ID, his card, all that? Like, that makes no sense. So I called back. I didn't reach the nurse, but I left with whoever I've talked to, the lady that can she call me back, because I want some more information, like, where did you find his stuff, like, X, Y, Z. Like, I want to come there. I want to see cameras. Like, because at this point something is just not adding up to me. Because I'm like, how my husband's location pinged in a different area the day that y'all say he left. So I'm just confused on how his phone is now back in y'all's possession. So she says, I'll put in a message. I get a call back on my way to work. It is the director of the facility. Okay, great, thanks, because you're really who I need to be talking to. So
All right, so this is a screenshot of the location. It says, "This is my husband's last track location. The day personnel at Hajia Health Center says he left AMA." So he left walking, and he walked through that whole field. Woo wee. Lord have mercy.
so he says, I want to personally tell you that I spoke with your husband as he was walking out the door. By the time I seen him, he was practically about to be around the corner of the building, like on the side of the building. So you're telling me you laid eyes on him, you're having this conversation with him. He said, your husband's, I asked him, he didn't want to follow protocol. And I'm asking him, like, okay, do you at least want your stuff, your phone, your keys, all this stuff? You're just leaving and walking out without any of your stuff. The director says, my husband tells him, no, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready for this. I'm only here because my family and my wife want me to be here. But I don't want to take none of my stuff because I don't want to hear from them. Basically saying, like, I don't want to hear them try to tell me to get clean or, whatever. I don't want to hear it. I'm just not ready. And he said, okay, but do you want your stuff? He said, this is what he's saying, my husband's saying, no, I don't. I would rather my wife would rather have it. I'd rather her come pick my stuff up because all I'm going to do is just sell the phone. So she could just come pick it up. And so I'm like, okay, so why didn't you? If you as the director, if he's telling you, I would like my wife to come and pick up my belongings and I'm still going to leave it, he's saying he just walked out. Why did you not go back in the facility and pick up the phone and call me? You are the director. You know the protocols. You know what's going on. And especially if you're the one that had that one-on-one contact with him, why did you not pick up the phone and call me? Why was I not properly notified? So I'm like, okay, all right, that's what he said. So I'm still, now at this point, I'm feeling a little bit more calm because I'm thinking, okay, I haven't talked to the director and this is what he said. But the director also told me it's his wallet, his phone, and his keys. So I'm like, so now we're going from just the wallet and the phone to now wallet, phone, keys. Okay, that's weird. So I'm like, my mind is just going as the night goes on, and I'm like, something is just not right. Like, my husband would not, why would he leave his phone? Like, because I'm thinking me as an addict, right? Even if I didn't want to talk to my family, I'm definitely taking that phone and I'm going to sell it because I'm not going to hear from them no ways if I sell the phone. And I'm going to get me some funds to, for my habit. So that's a win-win. Why would I not do that? Why would I just leave it there? And then I'm leaving my cards, my money, my ID So I'm like, so how did he get anywhere? How did he get anywhere? How did he do anything? And I'm still not asking. My husband's location pinged at a different location. How? On the day that y'all said that he left, how did the phone turn on, ping at a different location, and now a month later I'm getting a call saying his phone has been locked in there the whole time? He's like, I don't know why you're just getting a call. The phone and everything has been locked in this drawer since then. I'm like, okay, something is not making no sense. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come and pick up the stuff when I get off of work. I work overnight, so I got off of work yesterday morning. When I get off of work, I go straight there. I need answers. I want to see cameras. Somebody better give me some answers. So I get there. When I get there, the director, Patrick, was not there yet. And I go in and they say like, well, what are you here for? I'm like, I'm here to pick up my husband's belongings. I spoke to one guy who he was just one of the workers there, and he's like, okay, let me look it up and let me see what we have, right? I was like, okay, cool. I didn't specify what exact items I'm there to pick up. I just said I'm here to pick up my husband's belongings. So I'm waiting. The guy comes back with my husband's book bag. Something that I'm not even aware still that you guys had. The nurse did not say that. The director did not say that. All I knew was it was the phone and keys first. The phone and the wallet first. Then it was the phone, wallet, and keys. And now you're showing up with my husband's empty book bag. And I'm like, well, okay, where are his clothes at then? Where you have a book bag, where are all of his belongings? And he's like, this is all I could find. Sir, I said that's not accurate, because the director called me yesterday and said, I'm here, it's his phone, wallet, and keys. Okay, so now this is a new thing. Like, where are his clothes at? Why was I not even notified yesterday from the director or the nurse that it's his book bag, it's all this extra stuff? Like, I'm like, somebody's playing some games, right? And I'm trying to keep calm. I can't be in jail before I figure out what's going on. But y'all, it's starting to piss me off. So, and it's not his fault. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, let me go back and look. Let me call my manager and let me see what's going on. He's like, that's all I could find. I said, well, I still want to see the camera. So if is there another manager here that I could speak to do that? He's like, that would be the director, Patrick, the one that you talked to. He should be pulling up in a few minutes if you want to wait here for him. But I got nothing but time. So, I'm waiting. As I'm waiting, I'm seeing some other workers that are there. And by this time, I'm waiting like an hour for Patrick to show up, the director. And in this hour, so a few things happen. So, there is an administrative assistant. So, after about close to the hour is ending, let me back up a little bit. So I'm talking to one of the other, I don't know if she's a nurse or she's just somebody that works with them, but I guess she remembered him. So she was like asking me like, how's he been? What's going on? I'm like, he's been missing from this facility. My husband has been missing. Nobody has heard from him, seen him since he left this facility. She's like, oh my God, So she's asking me some more questions. And in the midst of this, the administrative assistant, she's like, oh, well, what are you waiting here for? She's like, when they're telling me that you're waiting for Patrick, remember, I'm a nurse, so I have on my scrubs. She's like, I thought you were here for like an interview for a job. I didn't know, like, if you're just trying to pick up belongings, I can help you with that. Like, you don't have to wait for Patrick, because I have been waiting for like an hour. She's like, come on, I'll help you. So she's going through the inventory. What's his name? When was he here? Things like that. And I'm like, okay. I'm telling her all this information. And I'm like, and I'm also, so I'm looking for the wallet, keys, phone. And I also now have found out that this is his book bag, but where are all his clothes at? She's like, let me check for you. Let me check inventory. She goes down, because they have to put in exactly what they have when they come in on admission. Like, how many pairs of socks do they have? How many underwear do they have? She goes down the whole inventory list of everything that he came in with clothes-wise. I'm like, I know, I packed his bag, I know. And she's like, let me go downstairs, let me check whatever areas that they have, and let me go see if I can find it. So I'm like, okay. In the midst of that, I'm talking to the lady, XYZ. She goes down. She's maybe gone for like, maybe like 20 minutes or so. And she comes back up. In my mind, like, she looks a little like off. She doesn't have the clothes in her hand. So, of course, that's my number one thing. Like, okay, so why would you not be coming directly up to me? Because you only went downstairs to find my husband's belongings. So now I see you coming upstairs with nothing. But she has a paper in her hand. And she goes over, so where her desk was, there was the guy that helped me with the book bag. And then there was another gentleman that had been in and out of there. Like, he didn't really help me with anything, but I had just been seeing him coming in and out. So they're sitting at her desk, and she goes over, and you know how, like, you're trying to, like, show swipe, like, oh, y'all, like, can you read this? And they might not be paying attention like that, and you're look at this. That's kind of the vibe that she was giving. So when they read it, then they started looking like all, like, a little weird to me. I'm like, that's weird. Okay. So she goes behind the counter. I'm still talking to this lady, but I'm paying attention. She goes behind the counter, goes in some drawers and all that, and then she starts waving me over. I see she has a plastic bag, and she's like, this is his phone, keys, wallet, and I see his vape is in there as well. My husband goes absolutely nowhere without his vape. I will literally have to turn the car around sometimes. If we leave the house and he realizes he don't have his vape, I need to turn the car around because I need a vape. I need a vape. I need it. So I'm just like, why would he leave that? Now, I'm like, if he left everything else, I know damn well that is the one thing he wouldn't make sure he had, like, his vape at all times. At all times. My husband literally vapes in his sleep. So there's, like, I'm like, this is getting weirder and weirder, and it's becoming real suspect. And she's like, I don't know. I could not find his clothes anywhere. I don't know what happened. I just came back. So he says, I want to personally tell you what happened. I just came back to work yesterday, so I'm not aware. So at this point, like I said, Patrick is still not here. So I'm like, okay, so when does the director come in again? And she's like, I was like, because usually I've been waiting for an hour. She's like, he should have been here at 10 a.m. But okay, he still wasn't in. So while I was waiting, also I'm like detective sleuth. Like, I went and I put in the address in my GPS while I'm waiting to see how far is this address that my husband's location pinged at. How far is it from here? It's 8 minutes. 8 minutes away. It's 8 minutes away from this facility. I'm thinking, I've never heard of Rosedale, so I didn't know if it was going to be far, close, nothing. But for it to be 8 minutes from the facility, that was weird to me. So at my mind, at this point, I'm like, I'm just trying to I have to go to this field. I have to. Because I'm like, if my husband, if y'all did some weird shit, if some shit is going on, because it's definitely something suspect going on. Like, if I go here and I see my husband and my husband is laying in this damn field somewhere, bro, like, so my mind is just, okay, at this point, I'm tired of waiting here. I'll be back. So I said, I'm going to be back. And when I say that, like, I've been calm and cool, collected with them. When I say that, they're all kind of just standing right there. They're just like, that's kind of like, they not saying nothing, but it's giving, I don't know if it's the way I said it, or the look I gave, or the smirk, I'm gonna be back. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Because I still wanted to see the cameras, and Patrick wasn't there. So I go out, and at this point I have my husband's phone, so I'm sitting in my car, I'm trying to turn the phone on. Of course, it would be a time where I didn't know his password, so I'm just trying different things to see if I could get in the phone and see any type of information. So a car pulls up beside me, and the driver matches the description of the director that they gave me. I didn't even let him get out of the car. Are you Patrick? I'm saying it through the window. Are you Patrick? He's like, yeah, come on. So he gets out, and I'm like, I'm here to pick up, my husband's things. I didn't know that his book bag is here and everything, but his clothes are missing. Like, I would like to see the cameras. So he's like, you can't see the cameras, it violates HIPAA, which I do understand that. Like I said, I'm a nurse, so I do understand the HIPAA stuff. But I'm like, So what needs to happen? Like, do I need to get like the police involved for them to be able to pull the footage? Like, what's the next step? Because I need to see that. I need to know what's going on. So he's like, well, they can't, even if the cops came, they can't make me show you anything. I'm like, no, I'm not making you show me anything, but a full investigation, like, they could definitely pull the cameras. Like, you're not above that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting irritated with those little comments anyway. So I'm like, so well, riddle me where my husband's clothes are at, because I have an empty book bag, and where are his clothes at? Because they can't find them. And do you know what he looks me dead in my face with full confidence and says, oh, he didn't have any clothes when he came here. I'm like, yeah, like, y'all are going to make me flip shit out here. I said, you are not going to tell me that my husband did not come out here with any clothes when I packed his bag myself. I dropped him off here. I have the video proof of him walking in with his big book bag full of clothes. And your assistant literally just went down the whole admission inventory list of, he had 6 pairs of socks. He had this amount of t-shirts, X, Y, and Z. So you're not going to sit there and lie to my face and tell me he didn't have any clothes when he came here. So I'm like, you're the director and I'm catching you in lies. So I'm like, so he's like, oh, well, then it switched. Oh, maybe he left with the clothes. Like, maybe he just, when he walked out, he left with the clothes. Why would he take the clothes out of the book bag? He has a book bag. I was like, but it's okay. I said, but you said that you seen him and you was the one that was talking to him, right? Did he have clothes in his hand when you were talking to him? Because you said he was basically out the door. You said you talked to him. Did he have clothes in his hand? Oh, then it switched. It wasn't me. It was like one of my team members, blah, blah. I'm like, so see, like, somebody is playing games. Like, y'all are not going to keep playing with me, bro. Like, y'all are not. So I'm like, it's not making no sense to me. So
They
I
trying to
said,
cover
so
these
then can
tracks
you go
at
inside
this.
and look at the cameras and tell me whether he had a bag or not in his hand? Like, I need something. Like, so he's like, I can go, I could look, and I could get back to you with that information. I could call you. And so I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Because I'm like, at this point, I'm just trying to get to this field. Like, I'm catching the lies here and there, and it's sending off red flags everywhere. So I get in the car, and I'm still there because I'm putting in the address, because I'm going straight to this field. I put in the address for the field. Like I said, it's like 8 minutes away. He probably was in there, and I probably was sitting in the car for all of 2 minutes. He comes back outside. He comes to my window, and he said, oh, my assistant, my front desk personnel, recalls him walking out with a plastic bag with his clothes in it. I said, now that don't make no sense, because I said, the lady right there, the black lady, the assistant, and the administrative assistant. And he's like, yeah. I said, now that doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, why would she just go down the inventory list and look for his clothes for a good 20-30 minutes if she knew that she saw him walking out with a plastic bag with his clothes in it? Somebody is somebody is lying, bro. How did her memory, he's like, well, it was like a month ago. She didn't remember. So now all of a sudden she remember as soon as you walk in there for 2 minutes? Hey, bro, stop playing with me, bro. So I'm like, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Go ahead. Move along. So at this point, I'm headed to the field. Now, this is my first time out here. So I'm trying to brace myself, trying to figure out, like, I'm hoping and praying I'm not going to find him out here. So I go back. It's behind homes. It's behind some houses. I go back there. It's a huge field in front of a tree line. So I'm looking, the way that those trees and everything were, there's no way, like, that you're just walking in there like that. Like, it's like bushels, and like you would have to be like really trying to get your way into those trees. Like, it's not like say you're going hiking or something and it's like all the trees and things are spaced out where you could just see through and walk through. It's not like that. It's all tangled. It's yeah. So I'm trying to look and see if there's like a path, anything on the tree lines. There is a dirt mound. That's odd. That's strange, because I'm like, It ain't this much dirt. All of this is literally like grass. Grass. Where the fuck is all this dirt coming from? And why is it in a fucking pile? I don't have a shovel because I wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, trust me, if I had a shovel then yesterday, I would have been digging, because I'm like, it just, I don't know. It's just something that it was just a little weird and odd, like that it's at the tree line and you don't see a lot of dirt out there. So I'm trying to see if there's a path. I find a path, and at the bottom, it kind of like goes a little bit down. At the bottom of the path, there's like a stream type. It's a low stream, like it's not like where you're swimming in that. It's like a low, So I'm like, oh my God, like at this point, and where I see there's like a little bridge that you can walk through. Now, when you walk through it, you're going to be walking through the water a little bit. But on the other side, there's a clearing on the other side. So I'm like, I have to go through it. I have to, because I have to see for myself. That's just me. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm looking for my husband. Like, I'm going to go down there. So at this point, I'm on FaceTime with my best friend so she could just make sure, see everything as well. So I go down. At the bottom of the stream, there's like a lawnmower flipped over inside the stream, but I don't see any type of clothing, or I'm looking for anything that can signify like that he was there, or a body. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm praying it's not that. But I can't keep walking. Like, I can only see on this side and that side, but the stream, on each side keeps going because it's so long on each side. But I would have to have on like boots to be, I have on sandals. I would have to have on boots to be able to walk through the stream, to walk down it, to be able to see, because there's not like a little bank or embankment or anywhere I could walk even through the trees, because it's so tangled, just the way that the woods and things are. Like, I would have to have boots and just walk through the water and go see it that way. I did not have no boots, so I wasn't even expecting water or anything like that. So I go across to the other clearing. On the other side, when I get across the little, what happened, I just came back to work yesterday, so I'm not aware. So at this point, like I said, Patrick is still not here. So I'm like, to the other clearing. On the other side, when I get across the little bridge over the water, there's another huge clearing. It's huge, and it's like a little basketball court. Of course, nobody's there. Nothing is out there. And it's just so big. So big. But I'm trying to look as much as I can. My phone is about to die. So I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't feel like I see anybody laying down or anything like that. Like, nothing. But I'm like, it would take me probably another 30-40 minutes to go through everything of that area on that side. And my phone is about to die. So at that point, I come back, go back through. And at this point, I'm like, I'm noticing the grass is freshly cut out here. Hush, my mind. The grass is freshly cut out here. So I'm like, if somebody found a body or anything back here within this month, there would have been police. Like, these neighbors that these homes are here would know something. So I'm knocking on doors at this point. About 3 of the houses that are right there didn't answer. And I got to a house that this man answered. And I'm letting him know, like, hey, my husband is missing. I just, a little bit of help. He has a camera on the back, so where that clearing is. So he comes out, and I give him the date and around the time, and he's like, my camera, they told me that he left around 4:30 in the afternoon. The guy says his cameras stopped around 2 p.m. and it was just his wife, and then it skips the rest of that night and goes to the next day. Now, his house is a little bit further down from where the ping was. So I don't know if, the houses that are right directly in front of where it was, they're not answering. So I don't know if it's just because if he could even see that far down or what. I'm not sure if it just didn't, it doesn't reach that way. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you for your help, X, Y, and Z. I get back in my car. At this point, I'm just like, I don't know, my mind is going a mile a minute. So I'm like, let me just I called the chief medical examiner, because I'm like, essentially, he would be a John Doe. if his body was found, he has nothing on him. I'm just picking up all his identification and everything from this facility. So I call, I'm speaking to them. Thankfully, they said they don't have anybody matching his description. But I'm like, if it was some foul play, or he just wasn't laying in that open clearing and he's somewhere in them tangled woods or something, like, he just may not have been found. This is if, because like I said, something is off with this facility. These people, like, it's lies, it's this, it's not, something is not adding up. There's no way my husband's location can ping out here in this field if you guys say you never turned this phone back on and it's been locked in the cabinet the entire time. The phone don't have legs. It can't just walk up and go where it want to go. That, like, come on now. So at this point, I'm like, let me just go. I go to Baltimore. I go to Monroe and Wilkins because I know that that's where he kind of frequents when these past few weeks or whatever, when he has relapsed, that's where he is, around that area. I go, I'm riding around, I'm looking for him. I don't see him. I don't see any of the people that I saw him with the last time that he was out there. I don't see nobody. I can't find him. So at that point, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to put in a missing persons report because I need them to be able to pull the camera. Like, I need their power to pull the camera so I can get this footage. Like, I need their help to try to canvas this area. It's huge. It's a huge area. So I'm like, I have to. So I go, I file a missing persons report. Basically, they're kind of like, well, he doesn't have any cognitive disabilities. He's 35. He's relapsed. Like, it's kind of like, what can we really do? Now, once I start explaining some of the things, like, they kind of start like, okay, yeah, like, how did it get back there if they pinged in the field? And okay, but they did some stuff. I will say they were calling around the hospitals while I was there. He was not at any of the hospitals, had not been there. They looked up and see if he maybe just got locked up. He had not. Then what else? They had to call his child's mother. She's in Florida. So she's like, she hasn't seen him, talked to him since June 3rd. So that, again, he's missing. Like, nobody has seen her for him, no nothing. So they put him as a missing person, but they said he's not a critical missing person. So we're not going to ping his location, especially now because I have the cell phone. He has not had it this entire time. But essentially, if a cop runs his name for whatever reason, they'll see that he's a missing person and contact me. So I'm like, at this point, it's like, I'm gonna have to do this stuff on my own a little bit. Oh, well, they did try to call Hygia. They did try to call the facility to get information, and basically she said that the lady, whoever was talking to him first, confirmed something about him being there or whatever the case is, or that he was there at that point or whatever. And then she said, and then the lady put her on hold, and when she came back, then it switched to, I cannot confirm or deny anything. Then it switched up, like, she's like, they said I would have to come there and sign a release of information in order for them to tell the cops anything. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to go at like 10 o'clock because I want the director to be there. I want you to see I'm not playing with you. Y'all done did something. It's either y'all stole his clothes. It's something is going on. But my thing is, why did his phone ping in a field and now a month later it's back there? Why did y'all not follow protocol? Why? Something is up. Something is up. So I'm going to be doing that today. And I will give updates when I can. I'm going to try to put together with family and friends like a search so we can search that area. I need more people. It's a huge area. I need more people. So yeah, I hope and pray that he is okay. If you see him, I will also, like I said, I will upload a picture of him or edit a picture in like I said, he could be in that Baltimore area. But then my thing is also, like, if he has no phone, no money, he didn't have no cash on him, he left all his wallet, his credit cards, all that stuff, how would he get Monroe and Wilkins is a good 27-30 minutes from the facility. So how would he even get back out there with nothing? But that location pinging 8 minutes away, that makes more sense to me. Something is going on, and I'm going to figure it the fuck out. Sorry. Hi, everyone. First off, I want to say thank you all, every single last one of you, so much for sharing, commenting, liking, reposting, giving your advice, what to do next, how to go about it. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sorry it's been taking me a little while, but this is the update from today. So I'm literally just getting back home. I'm sorry it's hot outside. I look crazy. But so yesterday, we have to go back a little bit to yesterday. Yesterday, the healthcare center told the cops, which is, I don't know if I can say the officer's name, but the officer that took the missing persons report, she tried to call and get a little bit of information. They told her that I had to come back today with a police escort in order to sign a release of information form before they could say anything. So I went there this morning, and as soon as I get there, I was calling the precinct to let them know I'm here. Can you send an officer? They asked just to go inside really quick and confirm that they really needed an officer to come out there just for me to sign a piece of paper. Understandable, they have things to do. But I went in, spoke with Patrick again, and he said now it's, oh, we need a subpoena or a court order. I can't tell the cops anything. I can only release information to you because of HIPAA. And I'm like, I'm not asking for his medical records. There was nothing that you guys really did. He wasn't even here for 24 hours. I dropped him off at 11:30 p.m. and you guys said he left at 4:30 the next day. There was nothing that you guys really did. I don't need that. They're just trying to confirm your side of it. He left with X, Y, and Z. And he said, like, oh, I would basically essentially just be telling them the same thing. I'm like, okay, so let's do that. Why is it so hard for you to do that? And again, he kept trying to say, like, for HIPAA reasons, he couldn't, X, Y, and Z. So the cop asked me to call them back with any information. So once I went back outside, I called them back and told them basically, what he said, need a subpoena, a court order for them to say anything. And he's like, I mean, I don't really think just verifying, like, we're not asking for medical records, so I don't really see the problem. So we'll go ahead and still send an officer out there and try to go from there. So it's like, perfect. Waited for the officer to get there. She arrived. I gave her an update on what was going on. Stop! Sorry. Gave her an update on what was going on. And she said she had pulled the file and everything like that. So we go in. I don't know if they were kind of avoiding or what. Nobody's at the front desk now because he saw me still waiting outside, and I'm sure they saw the cops pull up. But we go inside, and he basically still told her the same thing, like, oh, it's HIPAA. I spoke to my compliance officer. I can't release any information. I can't confirm or deny anything, X, Y, and Z. So she's like, okay, like, there's nothing she could do about that. So she's like, well, do you have all of his property? And I said, yes. Well, no, I don't have his clothes. His clothes are still missing. And he's like, he's like, I can't say anything. I can only release information and talk to her. I can't talk to her with you standing right here. So I just went off on the side. She still was in the building, the cop. And he says, I told you that that he took his clothes. He left all of his stuff, but he took his clothes in a bag. I told you that the lady who is the administrative assistant who was sitting at the front desk, the one that I said previously, took 20-30 minutes to look for all of his belongings and miraculously got her memory back that he left with the clothes in a plastic bag when he had a book bag. That's what happened. So, sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. It's so much going on. So I told him I was like, yeah, but you lied to me. You tried to tell me that my husband didn't come in here with any belongings
She's a
after, and
yapper.
then it changed. Your story changed to, oh well, he left. He could have left with the bag and X, Y, and Z. He said, oh well, I told you like that was an apology, which he never apologized or any of that. He just went to, oh well, he could have left, and I was like, and I also asked if you could verify that yesterday with the cameras and contact me back with that verification, yes or no, did he leave with the clothes in his hand or not? And I got no response. I got no call back. So essentially, it was like going around in circles, and I got just so tired of it. I was like, you know what? There, you're not gonna give me any answers. Really, just gonna keep running me around. So the cop said, "This is it. Nothing doesn't really sound right." She did say, now this is the first cop that said this. Like, well, sometimes when the location pings, like it can ping like a mile or two away from wherever it is. But I'm like, and so that was my first time hearing that. None of the cops from yesterday said that. She could be right. I'm not really sure. But typically, if somebody sends me their location and I just click and follow it, I'm going directly there. But I don't know how true that is. But she seemed like she knew what she was talking about. So I'm not really sure. But what she did say was, it sounds like I definitely have a lawsuit on my hands, and that would be her advice to be my next step is to get a lawyer. She's like, now I don't know whether that would be considered like malpractice or civil, but you would have to like do a little bit more research or talk to the lawyers about it and see what exactly they can file that under. But definitely you should be suing them. Sounds like a lawsuit because they're not following protocols. Stories are changing. So that will be my next step, you guys. Once I can speak with the lawyer and I have any more updates, I will let you guys know. Again, thank you so much for spreading the word.
All right, so this is the photos that she posted of him. Man, you know, drug addiction is. Oh, he got my daughter got those shoes. Those are my baby's favorite shoes. She'd be like, I want it. I'm like, you don't even know what those are. But man, drugs is a crazy thing, bro. Like, you marry a person, you fall in love with somebody, and then they get addicted to drugs. I don't know what type of crowd he hangs with, whether it's meth, crack, or just something bad. But you know, that's that little dog. Oh, hold on. She showed this little dog needs to shut the hell up. Where that dog at? This little dog right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. My big ass head in the way. This little dog. Let me move myself. This the dog is back there barking at her and telling her, "Girl, I need to go outside. I'm hungry. I need some water." That goddamn girl, get that dog, shut that dog up, throw that nigga a treat or something. Sheesh. That dog is not. She like, she got what that dog named Zeus. That little bitty dog. All right, shut up, Zeus. I don't even remember the dog's name, but as much as she called the dog name, I should probably know. But like Jesus Christ, that dog won't shut up, and she just won't even like feed him. Like whatever is going on with the dog the dog must be like the dog is trying to put in her 2 cents too. The dog is like, girl, you talking too damn much. Let me tell the damn story and I can hurry up and get to the point. That's what the dog is telling her. The dog is tired of her telling this damn story. That's all. I mean, damn, let's get to where the hell is this man? Let's get to it, man. The president of Hygeia contacted me. I'm exhausted tonight, but I'll have a video update tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. Have some updates for you. I'm sorry, I was just so drained last night to make another video. So I wrote down some talking points so I remember everything to say in the video. Okay, so we're gonna start with the president of Hygeia called me around a little before 8 p.m., right? So the conversation starts, she's, introducing herself as the president and kind of going over some policies that they have, and she was going over his admissions phone call, like verbatim, like, I want to share with you what we got on his admission phone call. I mean, I listened, but I'm like, that has nothing to do with what I am, any issues that I'm having. But every time I kind of like try to speak a little bit in the beginning, like she would kind of interject, and she would make it like, oh, well, we're not a jail, or we can't keep them here if they don't want to. Like sometimes, just depending on the situation, they could literally like go off the handle and yell and scream and, excuse my language, is what she said. Like they could say, I'm leaving right now, give me my S, and that's it. And I'm like, wait, are you telling me that he asked for his clothes back? She's like, no, I don't have like all the details of his AMA. I'm just saying, like, we don't know their, with this addiction, like we just don't know their cognitive state and how they're going to react to certain things, X, Y, and Z. But we just cannot keep them here. We're not a lockdown facility, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, I completely understand that. That's not my issue. Him leaving, or you guys letting him leave, is not my problem. It's about being notified. And so I went down all the parts, like how I gave you guys part 1 through 4. I literally told her the full-blown story. So in the midst of me telling her some of the things, she kind of ended it. She's like, oh yeah, like so she also said that she was just writing down some notes, that so that way she's like, we need to go definitely into this facility and streamline a few things and figure some stuff out, because basically like training things and things that need to be fixed with me giving her my feedback. So she also said, like, when I'm telling her the story, she's like, this just seems like something that could have been easily handled with a simple phone call. Like, that's literally my point. But I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out how my husband's location pinged in a different area versus now it's back in the possession of Hygeia. So there was a part also that I was telling her that I forgot to add in the 4-part series, I guess. I had made the video, but it was like a little short 1-minute video, and I forgot to add it in. So as I was at the facility on the 16th, when I'm picking up his belongings, there was also a gentleman there that was kind of coming back and forth. There were some canines there because they were doing room sweeps. So he would kind of like make little small talk here and there, but he wasn't really helping me with anything regarding that situation. So the staff were, like I said, in and out, like, and at one point I was in the lobby by myself. He comes out of the back and he asked me, he's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, not really. And he's like, I could see it all in your face, but I didn't want to say anything. Now this is what he says. He said, whatever they did, whatever is going on, whatever happened, I just started here. I don't have nothing to do with it. Now at the time, I didn't really take it like, oh, know something. Cause he laughed it off. It was like a laughing, like jokey, like, so I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, I'm just starting. I don't got nothing to do with that. Like, that's the kind of vibe. So I'm like, at first I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he's probably saying that because he hears me and he is seeing that I'm questioning, the administrative director and all that. Where are his belongings? Where are his clothes at? And so that's all that I'm really thinking. But I'm like, I wish I would have like been able to speak with him more. I don't really think after that I've seen him again. So when I told her that part, she's like, what? She's like, I mean, I'm baffled. She's like, because I mean, granted, you're a nurse, so this is kind of like a teachable moment. Like, I just, what are you doing? She's like, at the end of the day, like, this is still a business and things like that. Like, I'm baffled. I'm shocked at that comment. I was like, me too. It sent up red flags. It's sending up red flags automatically. So, there was also a part where when I was telling her about the phone call with, or not receiving a phone call from Patrick when he should have been the one calling me because he was the director, and you said that he told you, I want my wife to come pick up my things. And she's like, it's like, I hate to say it, but we do get like 200 and something patients a month, and it's just so much going on, so many people running around. It's like easy to like miss a call. Unacceptable. 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 But I continued on with the story and everything like that. So all in all, to summarize, like pretty much the ending of the conversation, because the majority of it is just me telling my side of what happened. So she's apologetic. She offers to go to the facility herself to look for his belongings. She's like, that is also something that we will work on. I'm not going to say that we handled this perfect by any means. I'm so sorry of everything that you are going through. She offered her services to help look for him even outside of Hygeia itself. Essentially, that was phone call. She's like, I just wanted to share with you what I had, which was still not even all the details of his AMA or where his clothes are, anything like that. It was just like the more so of like the policies, procedures, and she also was saying like agreeing with the whole thing with Patrick, like even if a cop comes, it has to be a subpoena and it has to be very specific in a court order for us to release this information. She's like, now I could release all information to you because in his chart, all the boxes were checked for you to have every single piece of information. I cannot do that with an outside entity. So basically confirming that Patrick was right about the whole not being able to show me cameras or even giving any type of information to the cops without a subpoena. So all in all, that was really the gist of the phone call. No real help, I want to say, but she was really nice, so I don't want to take that away from her. She was really nice. She was really like listening and taking notes, and she's like, I will definitely be having a conversation with Patrick as well, and like sending best regards from her and the CEO and all that good stuff. So that was essentially that. The next thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I am going to be going back to the field today. I have some friends that are going to meet me there with shovels because we are going to figure out what is going on with that mountain of dirt. I have to figure it out. I have to. So I know it's like last minute, and I just wanted to share like maybe a time frame that I will be out there. It's so last minute. I know. I'm sorry. It's just everything is just happening so fast. But I did want to share it with you guys so that way, I know there were some people in the comments that said they live close by and would like to help. If you do, I will probably be out there, I want to say around 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to have my friend meet me out there with a shovel. If anybody would like to come, I have the address. It is on that post. But if my memory serves me correctly, 5366 Middle River Road. So it's gonna bring you through a like townhomes, and it's gonna bring you to like somebody's house. I parked right there. It's a cut right literally on the corner of that house. It's 2 houses and the cut is right there. That is where I will be, in the back of there. If anybody would like to come, thank you. If you do, and if you can't, I understand. It's I will be there though. The next thing I wanted to go over was when I was speaking to my friend last night, the one I was talking about the shovels and things, something that I feel so stupid, like, to not even do the math on this stuff. Like, when I went back and I was looking at the time that I screenshotted when I seen his location ping. That was the 20th. And remember, I said I was on my way getting on a flight. So I was there early, like not super early, but early. I looked at the time. It was 10:24 a.m. when I screenshotted that. I don't know if I told you guys in those other posts, like, it stated on the, oh my god, my mind, the location 12 hours ago. So when I'm looking on the 20th at 10:24, it is showing that's where his location is pinging 12 hours ago. I'm like, oh my god. I'm sitting here, yes, they told me he left at 4:30, and that's all my mind has just been around, like 4:30, around that time. 12 hours from 10:24 is 10:24 p.m. What the hell would you be doing in a field at 10:24 p.m.? Guys, I blew my own mind with that. That's exactly why I was like, I can't wait. I can't try to give it a few days, because I was going to try to give it a few days and like give a date and a time to let everybody be able to make it to come out there with me if they want it. But I'm not going to wait. I'm going there today. I'm going to go figure it out, because I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. Because I'm like, my thing is, if just how it could tell me like 12 hours ago, it always shows their last known location. So it would have, if his phone never came back on, like they said, it's been locked in that drawer the whole time because he just left it, then it would have showed me like from 2 days prior. You get what I'm saying? And it would have been showing me around 11:30 at night on the 18th when I dropped him off. That would be his last known location. That's what it would be showing. Not 12 hours ago, which was literally 10:24 p.m. There's no lights back there. There's nothing good in my mind that you could be doing back there that late. It's just so much. It's so much. So when I'm looking around, I'm passing flyers around, they said, oh yeah, he's out here. Some lady said she see him every day. So they're looking at the spots that he's normally at to try to bring him. But they told us to kind of stay back because he doesn't want me to see him like that. So they're trying to maneuver him my way. Thank you guys. It is so crazy. And I've never dealt with addiction firsthand. I've never experienced any of this in my life. So all of this was just so much. I just thought once I see a ping location somewhere else, like my mind is just going a mile a minute. But I appreciate you guys. And I will post a video once I see him and I get him, okay?
I'm tired of this. I want to come. It's just, I'm not going to be sick. Hi. What is it?
Nothing.
Is there marks on my face? That's what I got hit the other day.
Where? No.
I'm tired of this. I want to come. It's just, I'm not going to be sick.
Yo, he got tracks on his arm and everything.
I'm
like
way past like even the fact of like
But why did
what
you leave?
thought was getting high.
if you can see like right over here, man, it's kind of hard to see because the he's in well. Okay, like if it's probably hard to tell, but yeah, he on that H. Yo, this. I mean, it took us a while to get there, but we got there. And I want to say addiction is, man, I want to be real with y'all, but I don't want to tell everybody business. Cause I was on my channel today. I was looking through the comments today, and somebody said, "I wish this channel would do they own content or something and stop making content on others and stuff like this. Like, I was like, what? I tell y'all a good story every time. Y'all just don't fucking listen. Like if you wait till if anybody waits till when I go to ranting, especially when I'm in the mode, I tell y'all some stuff that most people won't tell y'all. I tell y'all some stuff, okay? So I guess we here to tell a damn story time since y'all wanna know my life so bad. Um uh man, you know what? So this is a situation, right? Damn, I don't know if I'm. All right. This is the situation. All right, so it was a girl. I'm gonna just change the names and everybody in the story so nobody knows who this story's about. Okay. So it was a girl who was on drugs and in she overdosed in a different state in New York, right? She overdosed in New York. And this girl was a friend to one of my family members' baby mamas. Okay? And then so that that happened. That was like her best friend or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. So they was friends. So that was an excuse of why everything started to spiral down for that person. So then, so my cousin used to come to me and he'd be like, man, you know, they got kids together and he sees she about to slip up and he like, man, I don't know what's wrong with her. And then he was also saying like, even when he'll try to go get his kid, she'll be on some weird stuff and stuff like that. So, um, I don't got no advice for him. I'm like, man, take her to court. Like, what you doing? Like, I mean, I don't know. And so then, um, the girl's sister from the girl in New York, her sister moved in with his baby mama, and then she overdosed and died in the house in front of his son. So his son is witnessing a baby die. I mean, no baby, a woman die, and then he was at work, right? Right? He was at work, and he was he was on the phone with me, telling me, man, this just happened, man. I don't know. I'm trying to go find my my son. I'm trying to go do this, do. And I'm like, bro, uh, man, call the police or something, like whatever. So then he called me like 3 days later, right? He like, bro, when I was talking to you, um, I guess his friend was just, or not his friend, his coworker was just being nosy and listening to him rant because my cousin was bawling his eyes out on the phone about how he couldn't see his son and that he just found out that his son just witnessed somebody overdose in his house and stuff like that. So it's just like, um, you know. So then, his coworker just talked to him, was like, "Hey man, I know your kid's mama, and I know this and this." And so my cousin was telling me, he was like, "Man, he knew everything." And I was just like, bro, you need to get your kids. So what we did, I loaned my cousin a few dollars to help get him an attorney and get him started. And now he got his son. But And it was also because that person was addicted to drugs too. Like all this, it was just crazy. And it's like, bro, it takes somebody to die in your house for you to be a father, for you to get custody or some rights to your son at that. Like what the hell? Like that's hella crazy. I was like, that's. I'm sure my cousin won't mind me telling his business, but you know, matter. Like it's just like that's how I know because somebody will know. Nigga, I got stories. I know I be in this for life. Life be lifing. Life be lifing. I know y'all know everybody got at least one gay or a dope fiend in their family. You ain't the only one with a reject in your family. Okay? Like, she, man, have y'all? I got friends who had parents. One time, man, let me tell you, when I was like 14, and we used to sell. Uh, I mean, we. I was about to start snitching. Um, we used to just hang out on the street, and my friend uncle, he was like, man, I've been on the block all weekend long, you know, getting them dollars. And my friend uncle was like, hey man, let me let me let me let me taste some. I said, I don't know, I don't got nothing like that. And then he was like, nah man, come on. And then he started to fiend my friend's uncle. And I'm like, man, I remember my friend's uncle used to come through. If y'all know the GMC Jimmys, the GMC, they like little small little blazers. GMC, he used to have a GMC Jimmy. He had a GMC truck. Um, he used to wear like gold watches, gold necklaces. He had a Native American. If you know anything about Oklahoma, it's a bunch of Native American. Oh man, I got the windows up. The crickets is tripping, but they right outside the window tripping. Cause I was smoking that cigar. But man, let me shut that shit. God damn, that nigga, he getting on my damn nerves. He was acting like that damn dog in the back. But man, he used to come through. Man, he was always clean. His girl would get him his clothes from the cleaners and stuff, polo down, and then just a year later, he like, man, let me get a taste. Let me get a taste. And he like, I just want to take. I was like, bro, you chill, you tripping, dog. Hey man, chill out, man. Chill out, man. Like, bro, my man, my friend got cut by his uncle over some dope. Man, I seen some crap. Man, I remember one time. I'm gonna tell you how bad drugs is. Drugs have people down bad, and I tell you, I grew up in the hood, so I wasn't hood. I was just around. I was just hanging with my friends when I was cripping and stuff like that. I wasn't out here trying to be like no damn you know. I wasn't out here trying to find my you know, I need a father figure. I wasn't trying to find no father figure. I had a daddy. I was just hanging with my friends. So when in Rome, you do what Romans do. Everybody's selling dope. Everybody's selling weed. Everybody's selling water. So I'm doing something. Okay, I'm doing something. And you take these cigarettes and you put them in foil, right? And you put them back in the Newport bag, if you know box, if you know what I'm talking about. And people come around and they buy them. It's this pregnant lady. She came around and she was like, "Hey," she was buying some, and I told my friend, my big homie, I was like, "Man, I ain't selling that." He was like, "Nigga, that ain't your baby." I was like, "Okay." Anyway, that baby gotta be like, I was 15. That baby gotta be like 25 now. baby probably crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I seen some stuff in the hood. One time, I told this story before about how the crackhead slapped the crack out my friend's hands. Man, yo, I seen the funniest shit. I seen the funniest shit. Mm. Living on the east side, you see the. I'm talking about. I'm talking about the worst. Man, the '90s was crazy. If you lived through like these, man, check this out, man. We had free cable for like 10 years, and I paid a smoker $20 to hook up our cable. My daddy was like, "Who's this man at my door?" I said, "Oh yeah, I bought us some cable." Hey, this man shimmied up that pole. He didn't use nothing. He climbed up that pole. Bro, we had cable for like 10 years. We had cable for like 10 years. Man, but he stunk so bad. He stunk so bad. It smelled up our whole house. But we had cable in every room. Cause he came with wires and everything. He ran the cable from my dad's room through the attic to my room, through the attic to my sister's room. He did everything. He smelled so bad. Horrible. Horrible. And it wasn't even like, you know how the Cox cable people, they put the jack through the wall and they got that little plate there. Hell no, we had a little hole in the wall. We had to seal that bitch up. Rats was going through that mug. We had rats and roaches. I ain't gonna lie. We was on the east side. What you think? Man, yo, hey, life was life and back in the day. But drugs was bad. I never knew what uh mushrooms and pills was until I got like 20. Or no, when I was 17, I moved to Moore, and Moore, Oklahoma is that's where it's a suburb of Oklahoma City, and that's where I seen all the real drugs, like, red phosphorus, meth, and I seen my friend was a world champion wrestler. He went from being a world champion wrestler to, you know, prom fiend. You know what I'm saying? Off of that red phosphorus. His sister went missing, dog, for like 6 months. She was just in these crack houses from house to house. Man, I seen some stuff, bro. Drugs will take you through there. I seen some bad, fine ass women today looking 50. Bro, no. 10 years ago looking 50. I know a girl, well, man, she ain't got no teeth. We the same age. She ain't got no teeth. I seen some bad shit. Drugs will have people messed up, and you don't know how they just be going out getting with their friends and hanging out one night, and somebody say, "Hey, you want to hit this crack?" And they be like, "I guess if y'all doing it." When I first learned black people did meth, I was like, "What? Black people doing meth?" Yeah, man. I seen some crazy stuff, dog. Man, I just don't want to be. I don't want to be putting people business out there, but I be seeing it. I seen it all, and that's I never wanted to do drugs. From where I grew up at, I just knew drugs was bad, and I never had the wherewithal to do drugs. I did. I had my fair share of shit, but I only did like I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did, but yeah. I mean, I told y'all my mushroom story, and that didn't fare out well for me, so I didn't ever do them again. Man, I almost shot somebody off some drugs, being paranoid, and like Drugs ruin friendships. Drugs, you see, this, you know what? This lady right here, she's sticking by this man through his addiction. And y'all women can't stick through a nigga cheating. Man, y'all sorry, dog. Y'all sorry ass women. This man a whole crackhead. And you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is like, damn. She going out, she looking for this man, trying to get him better. And y'all can't even stand a nigga cheating one time. You know, she had a big butt, or whatever. But he do drugs, and she down for her man. Shit, I need one of them. You know what I'm saying? Down for her man. Shit, bruh. Yeah, crack. See, we ain't got no crackheads that can fix cars no more. These new Percocet heads, they be falling asleep. They be falling asleep. I was just joking about the cheating thing, okay? I was just joking. Like, come on, y'all gotta know. I gotta throw something funny up in there. This is a serious situation that you're going through. But, you know, I'm gonna pray for her. I'm gonna pray for dude, man, too, you know. You know, like I tell you, man, these crackheads don't these days, man. They don't know. They ain't even crackheads. They pill heads. They don't fix cars. They don't hook up cable. They don't do nothing. They just lazy. Now, real crackheads can hustle. You know what I'm saying? These new ones, I don't know, man. Bring back the '80s crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to slow jams. Yeah, hey, at the Zoo Amphitheater. The Zoo Amphitheater used to crack. Hey, man, my first time seeing R. Kelly and MC Hammer was at the Zoo Amphitheater in Oklahoma City. And MC Hammer was falling off by the time I seen him. But R. Kelly, I seen R. Kelly several times. And I seen him, like, I played basketball with R. Kelly now. And I was like, I think I was like 12, 13 when he came to the YMCA, because my mom used to work at the YMCA. And he came to the YMCA before he did his concert. We already had tickets to the concert. So, yeah. But R. Kelly had a baby mama here in Oklahoma City. R. Kelly got a kid here. She grown now. Her last name ain't Kelly. Um, I can find her last name. I know who she is. I know who her mama is. R. Kelly he knocked off a high schooler at Douglas. He knocked off a high schooler. Uh, R. Kelly, man, let me tell you some crazy stuff about R. Kelly, bro. This tripped me up. When we was playing basketball, and it was like 5-on-5. It was full court, and the YMCA staff was there. It was his boys. Man, this nigga took every shot. I mean, took like he might have not took like one or two shots, but it was like everybody was passing him the ball, and he was just bricking. I mean, he was trash at basketball. His jump shot was terrible, but he was just out that, and I didn't realize that until one time somebody said a story about R. Kelly, and I was like, man, I remember we said that same thing years ago. All them dudes just sit there, they kept passing him the ball and let him shoot. Like, nigga, y'all scared to shoot, nigga? What the hell is going on? This nigga obviously cannot shoot. And he had on the Jordan 11s like he was just balling. That nigga was bricking everything. That nigga took every shot. I ain't lying. That's the true story. I was like, damn. I forgot who it was that told that story, and I was just like, bro, he's not lying. R. Kelly took every shot, bro. I got some stories. Like I said, y'all want heard the stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. See, it's lit. It's always lit because they could come here and it was low key because social media wasn't popping, so people could come here, have a good time. Yeah, they'll have to sign autographs, but shit, people's like, all right, nigga, get you sit your ass down. Oh man, I want to show y'all some shoes. Y'all like shoes? Y'all like shoes? I'm gonna show y'all these shoes, and then y'all can just we can log off for the night. But I don't know. I don't know what all shoes y'all seen me have lately. I don't know if y'all seen these. Y'all seen these? I already showed them, but I got some dope ones. Let me show you. Give me 30 seconds. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all. These. So don't laugh like my daughter did at me. My daughter laughed at my shoes. She was like, "What are those?" I was like, "Girl, you gonna get your ass out of my face." Man, y'all gotta see that box. That's a Jordan box with these. Look at these Italian. These are the dopest shoes. I'm about to be fresh. I'm gonna wear me like a polo shirt with the button all the way to the top with these. These are fresh. Which y'all rate these? 1 out of 10. Which y'all rate these? I think these are fresh. This is something that I'm not used to. That's dope. Show you. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all these. These came with a card. These are dope. They look like bowling shoes. They Italian soccer shoes. Yeah, I'm gonna be clean in the mug and them things for real. For real, I'm gonna be clean. Now these right here. Yo, these are dope. I didn't get them in my size. I'm mad. I'm mad I didn't get these in my size. These are dope as hell. They got the 10 on it. They got this damn stupid ass tassel in the way. It's crazy they got this tassel on there, but you can't even like. The tassel is longer than the shoe, so either you gotta take the tassel off or you'll tear it up. I don't know. But I got these for my daughter. These are dope as hell, right? Yeah, they silver. They all silver. Like this is all this is satin. The shoestrings are like satin or something. And then this is all satin. And then this is like a silver thing. Bro, these are dope. And it says no one flies alone on the front. These are dope. These are dope. Yeah, I know that sucks. But I mean, just look up the Jordan 10 wings. That's what not Jordan 10, Jordan 5 wings. These are the dope. These are some dope ass shoes. I ain't gonna lie. I got some other shit on. I don't know. Y'all laughing at my bowling shoes. I don't appreciate that. Ah man, what did we rate these shoes? Who rated these shoes? 10. Shout out to Sonita. Oh, okay. Shout out to the 10s. Okay. Italian race cars. Y'all going in on my shoes though, bro. I thought these was hard though. I ain't gonna lie, I thought these was hard. They different though. Man, I'm tired of Jordan shit. I want to be looking clean, bro. Man, you know how much, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, everyday people, man. I got another lit video for y'all tomorrow. Hey, you know what? Let me tell y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, and then uh, I'm gonna let y'all decide. I'm gonna let y'all decide. Just will do y'all want to see? Oh, okay. Tomorrow morning, I'ma drop a wedding video, and then, damn man, I got some good videos. I don't know which one I want to do tomorrow, bro. I got a fight. Y'all want to see a fight, a wedding video, or a crazy baby mama in the morning? Fight, wedding video, or crazy baby mama, and I or or a YouTuber video. Somebody who, let me know in the chat. Yeah, fight. You want to see a fight? A wedding video. The wedding video is funny. It's funny. I swear to God, it's funny. It is funny. Disney cars. Wedding video, fight. Y'all want to see the fight? Alright, I'm going to drop the fight in the morning. I'm going to drop the fight in the morning. The wedding is funny, though. The wedding video is short, so I might drop both of them tomorrow. I don't know. I'm in the process of moving, so um, yeah, we gonna go live again. We going live. I'm tired as hell, but we going live. Okay, so thank you everybody for showing up, man. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to the everyday people, man. Thank y'all for abiding by the rules of the everyday PJ, man. You know, we trying to fix the whole cussing because we don't wanna have to take away people's comments. We want to leave. We want y'all to be able to speak y'all mind freely and have a good time. We lit though. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for showing up, man. Fight video coming in the morning. Okay. And again, we're gonna keep it lit, man. And y'all show me some love. Say when y'all comment in the fight video tomorrow, say I was in the live last night. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna keep it lit, big dog.